Hello everyone, today we are going to be talking about the early success of the Denver Nuggets and how their success has been done in such a different way than it has been done in years previous with this group. If you do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about the Denver Nuggets. Over the last few years, the Denver Nuggets have been known as one of the top offensive teams in the NBA with an average to below average defense depending on the year, based on when Jeremy Grant was there. Of course, he was very impactful defensively. Then he left. Then Aaron Gordon was brought in. And that helped the defense a lot, alongside the fact that Nikola Jokic has gotten a lot better defensively over the last few seasons as he's gotten in better shape, cared more about his conditioning, and really committed more to the defensive end. That, along with how the Nuggets are being successful without Jamal Murray and now Michael Porter Jr., is what we need to talk about. So Aaron Gordon has been extremely impactful on the defensive end for this Denver Nugget team. He is not really a candidate that's being talked about for Defensive Player of the Year, but you wouldn't be outrageous to consider him. He's been extremely impactful for this Denver team, switching on to bigs, switching on to guards, covering wings, you name it. He's been doing a little bit of everything for this group on the defensive end. And that's his role now with this team. In Orlando, he had to be more of an offensive guy, and he does to an extent now with this group, although he hasn't necessarily taken on that role, even without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., and we're going to talk about why a little bit later on. But point being, is Aaron Gordon's coming to be the energy guy, get rebounds, cut to the rim, finish at the rim, get out in transition, and be this elite do-it-all defender for this Denver group, and he has done that extremely well this season. Nikola Jokic is also a big part in why this Denver defense is now one of the best in the league, as opposed to just being an average one like it has been in previous years. And they're winning based on that defense, and Nikola Jokic is a big part of that. Remaining as an MVP candidate, arguably the front runner at this point in time in this season. And his defensive impact continues to be improved. He is now very much so a positive defender. Long gone are the days where he is a bad defender. And when you're talking about the defensive end, Will Barton has also improved on the defensive end as well this year. He's also now a positive defender so far this season, after being a poor defender through most parts of his career up to this point. But these key guys for this group locking in and playing good defense is a big part into why that this Denver group is solid on defense, alongside now having good depth that are good on the defensive end. Jeff Green, Jermichael Green, Austin Rivers, PJ Dozier. There's some solid defenders in there that, alongside their top guys buying into the defensive end, has really allowed this team to now become what has arguably been so far this year on some statistical measures one of the best defenses in the league. They are third in defensive rating up to this point in time in the season, which is usually where you would expect to see their offense. But instead, their offense is nowhere near that this year. Their offense is 20th in terms of offensive rating this year. Now, of course, Jamal Murray has been out. Michael Porter Jr. is now out. He has really struggled this year as well, even when healthy. Because when healthy, his counting stats put him at the 5th highest points per game on the team. 5th. And he just got his big extension. Michael Porter Jr. is supposed to break out this year, be that guy alongside Nikola Jokic, with Jamal Murray out of the lineup, and he's been brutal, frankly put, and I hope he can bounce back. I hope his back injury isn't too serious, considering he does have quite a bit of back health history, but he just hasn't been good this year. And so point being is that this team has not been winning based off of a high-flying, high-scoring offense like they have in the past. But what has been making their offense serviceable has been the emergence of Will Barton. Will Barton has played, in my opinion, by far and away the best year of his NBA career. Statistically, it's not enough of a jump for him to get shouts for most improved player, but he has been playing way better than any form of Will Barton we have ever seen. Shots, in terms of shot volume, is up, but his production, efficiency, all up. Way more time with the ball in his hands now with Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. out. He's seen some time running with the second unit, leading the second unit as the go-to guy on the offensive end. And even still, with Jokic on the floor and with that starting group, he plays an important role in this offense. Sure, he can still catch and shoot three for you, but he can create his own shot, mid-range, attacking the rim, pulling up from deep on his own dribble. This guy is shooting 40% from deep for the first time in his career, shooting 47% from the field, which is a career high for him, for efficiency for both field goal percentage and 3-point percentage, while he is shooting more on more heavily contested shots while creating his own bucket. Will Barton has been brilliant this year, not to mention, as mentioned earlier, an increase in production and level of play on the defensive end. And his impact on this Denver team has been a big reason why they have been able to play so well alongside the defense of Aaron Gordon and the MVP production of Nikola Jokic. That alongside some valuable minutes from young players like Nikola Jokic, who's had some solid games to start the year, Bones Highland, who's shown some flashes as well, throwing that along with PJ Dozier, who's been solid off the bench. And Jeff Green and JaMychal Green continue to give them some good defense. They haven't really got it going on the offensive end yet from a spacing standpoint, but if those guys can get it going from a spacing standpoint, this team is just going to be even better on the offensive end. Without Jamal Murray, without Michael Porter Jr., this team is finding ways to win. Coach Michael Malone continues to do absolutely brilliant things with this group as they sit fourth in the Western Conference at 9-5. While going from a team that is elite offensively to not, they have picked up their defense, they have found ways to win, and they continue to show to everyone that they have to be respected as a contender in the NBA. That being said, that is my thoughts on the Denver Nuggets at this point in time in the season. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this Denver Nugget group. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.